Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we got some more news for you. We're going to go over some very popular news that came out this week. So let's sit back and get started. Alright, so our first piece of news actually dropped this morning. There is some announcements that came out from Pokemon, and the first big announcement that came out for Pokemon is the Diamond and Pearl remakes for the Nintendo Switch. So these games came out on the DS way back when, the Sinnoh region. They will be coming to the Nintendo Switch sometime later this year. They did say in the presentation that it is a faithful remake of the games, so I'm assuming that there's going to be very little that's actually different than the original release. It looked like that there's going to be the normal catching system and battling. It's not going to be like a Let's Go style. Watch out for those at the end of this year. I know I'm very excited. I'm sad to say I never finished those games. So I'm very excited to get my chance to play it on the Nintendo Switch. So look out for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. The next piece of news we got for you is also Pokemon related, and this one was a little bit more kind of out there. It was something new that Pokemon is doing, and that is called Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Basically, it's in the Sinnoh region again, so both this and the Diamond and Pearl games are going to take place in the same region. But in the Legends game, you are actually the person that is chosen to create the Pokédex for the Sinnoh region. So it's your job to go out and collect all the information about the Sinnoh region and put it in the Pokédex. Now that's kind of something you can do in the normal Pokemon games, because obviously there's the gyms and everything, and then you can collect Pokemon on the side to fill your Pokédex. But it's never been like the main thing of the games, and they didn't mention anything about gym battles, so I personally don't think there will be gyms. Again, hasn't been announced yet. One thing that was really interesting to me though was the different mechanics that we were seeing in the gameplay. So one of the mechanics looked like you were third person and you were just straight up throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon. You're like sneaking up on it and then throwing it. And then, you find out whether you catch it or not. The other weird thing that I saw was that, I saw the normal battle system where it was kind of like Pokemon Stadium style or Sword and Shield style, where it's like, spinning around, waiting for you to pick your moves and whatnot, and then your Pokemon duke it out. I saw that. There was a small glimpse of that in the gameplay, but then there was another thing where it's, again, third person, kind of like when you're throwing the Pokeball, and your Pokemon is attacking another one. Now, I'm assuming that you actually had that Pokemon. It did not say that you're basically walking up and you're seeing two Pokemon, just fighting there. It looked like that you had your Pokemon and they were fighting while you were still in that third-person view. So there's a lot of information we really don't know yet. We got this really cool first impression video. I know I'm very excited for this. Nintendo came out and said that it's supposed to come out early 2022, whereas Diamond and Pearl is late 2021. So these games might be coming out, only within a few months of each other. So if you're excited for the Sinnoh region, there's a lot of good things coming. Let's keep it going with the video game news. This next piece of news that came out is Star Wars related. The next two are Star Wars video game related. And the first one is, it's real. I think about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we did a news video and there was a lot of talk that Republic Commando was coming to Switch. It's real. The Republic Commando is coming to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. Why is it not announced for Xbox? Well, it's because it's already on Xbox. You can find that game on the Xbox Store. These games will be coming out on April 6th to those platforms, and fingers crossed, it has not been announced, so don't say that it is. Fingers crossed that Limited Run Games makes a physical copy. Limited Run, I'm counting on you. The other piece of Star Wars video game news that we have today comes via the VR. This next game that's coming out for the Oculus is Star Wars Pinball VR. Now, this is more than just playing a pinball game. The Star Wars pinball games have like cool mini games throughout. We get to do different things. Like one of them is fighting Darth Vader, or another one is flying on a swoop bike and doing a pinball mini game. But what's kind of cool about this game is that you get to make your own fan cave. So when you unlock different Star Wars things, you can like put helmets up in your basement. You can put, full-size statues of people in your basement. It looks super cool, and some of the statues even moved. Like there was a Darth Vader one that was standing there in the preview, and then he did a motion. All right, on to some TV news. We do have some shows coming out on Disney Plus very, very soon. Some very exciting ones at that. But one in particular that I was very excited about finally got a release date. And that show was The Bad Batch. It's from Star Wars. If you've watched the Clone Wars season that came out recently to Disney Plus, you would know what The Bad Batch is. Really no spoilers here because it's in the trailers, but basically they're clones that were slightly defective, but they're really good at their jobs, so they put them all together in one squad, and now they're the Bad Batch. The show does take place, it starts in the middle of the Revenge of the Sith, and then takes off. So really looking forward to that, and that release date is May 4th, Star Wars Day. So exciting things coming on Star Wars Day. Star Wars Day is not a Friday. I believe May 7th is a Friday, because that's when the second episode comes out. And then that second episode is on Friday, so I'm assuming they're going to pick up the weekly release date for Disney Plus once that gets going. So yeah, look forward to The Bad Batch on May 4th. May the Force be with us all. However, in the meantime, there are a couple other shows that we have to look forward to before we get to The Bad Batch. They're not necessarily Star Wars, but they look like very cool shows. And one of them that's coming out next is Falcon and the Winter Soldier on March 19th. And then Loki comes out on June 11th. We've been watching WandaVision lately, and honestly, it's been a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I had no first impressions of what it should have been. But yeah, we're very excited to see those shows next, especially coming off of WandaVision, since we really like that. But our last piece of news also has to do with Marvel. Part of Marvel that my wife and I are very big fans of, and that is Spider-Man. Spider-Man 3 finally has a name. Now, there's been a couple of fake names that have floated around, like Home Slice, but this one's actually real. This one was announced by Marvel, although they did do a little funny video where Tom Holland and the gang got to secretly release it. But the new title for the Spider-Man movie coming out the end of this year, around Christmas time, is No Way Home. Now, the title No Way Home has a lot of speculation. We all knew it was going to be home-related because all the Spider-Man movies had to do with home. But with the casting of the characters from the other Spider-Man renditions, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, there's been characters from that series that's been casted for this one. In The Amazing Spider-Man, there's been characters casted from that will be in this one. With all that speculation, No Way Home may imply some challenges to get home from the Spider-Verse. So it's still maybe leaning towards the fact that we're going to get all three of our different live-action Spider-Mans in one movie. That would be awesome. And based off the characters that are have been said that are coming from the previous Spider-Man movies and are coming over to this one being one of my favorites, Doc Ock, this might be implying that the Sinister Six is coming, because I think Venom is going to be a part of it too. They're going to have I believe anyways, Tom Hardy might come into play. Again, all speculation, not set in stone, but it is what I want. Alright everybody, that about wraps it up for us today. Again, we talked about a lot of different news that happened throughout this week. If you didn't catch those during the week, check out this video, of course. Check out videos in the future that are going to be news related. These Friday episodes, some of them are going to be news episodes, so if you missed some things during the week, there's a chance we'll catch you up here. If you haven't already, please turn on your notifications. That way you are notified when more news becomes available. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, drop us a like if you like this video, and drop us a comment letting us know your favorite part of all this news that's been going on. Are you looking forward to the video game releases? Are you excited for the shows? Possibilities are endless. And then as always everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.